I realized we didn't have a preamble, so welcome to Geek in the Sheets, the podcast where we indulge our nerdy passions and explore the latest in pop culture. I'm your host, Hi-Fi Mike, and I'm joined again by Kenny, the bad
Oh
guy.
yeah.
Usually we start with the preamble, realize we didn't have one prepared, so we're just gonna go right into the episode this week. So we're gonna get the show started off like we always do. We're gonna go into the thing we've been geeky about this week. Um, Bad guy. I think I know yours already, but go for it.
Yeah, because Mortal Kombat drops. I've been playing that, and the other thing I've been geeking about, I have been watching King of the Hill. I tried to start it from the beginning,
Nice.
so I'm watching that. I'm like maybe like 5 or 6 episodes in, and it's funny. Like I mean, I've
Oh, it's
always came in on
hilarious.
random episodes, but like now that I'm like watching from the beginning, I'm like, yeah, this show's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's a really good show. I've been I've still played Metal Gear Solid, so like I'm still on three. I'm halfway through three. Um, and I just started rewatching the show Deadbeat on Hulu. It's about a ghost, a dude who talks to ghosts, and it's really funny.
Oh God, that was
Um,
about a father that wasn't in somebody's life, and
yeah,
I was
no,
like,
he
well,
talks
that's
to
sad.
ghosts. It's a comedy. He talks to ghosts. I can't. Tyler Labine, I think. Tyler Labine. I think that's the guy who plays in it. Yeah, it's really funny. Deadbeat. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started with our our first news story. China reportedly cracking down on anime cosplayers as part of a
Cracking down
new
on what? Like,
as a part of a new security bill that was proposed by the Chinese lawmakers earlier this month. The law on penalties for administration of public security will add a line that might make cosplaying illegal in certain circumstances. A particular clause in the law stated that citizens could not wear clothing. This is actually what they're putting in. Could not wear clothing that hurt the feelings of the Chinese nation, which was expanded upon with definitions stating any attire might be banned if it jeopardized citizens' national spirit or hurt national feelings.
what?
So essentially, the president doesn't like it.
I was gonna
Or
say
the
like what
government,
that's
if the
crazy.
government doesn't like it, they can ban it at all. Like just straight up say you can't wear it.
That sounds wild. Like especially because like that can even go for sports. Like
Yeah.
say the team
Oh,
who doesn't like
they already censor everything. While the law does
crazy.
not specifically state that anime cosplay would be outlawed, many commentators see the proposed amendment as a byproduct of Japan's recent release of nuclear wastewater into the sea.
What? they just threw it in there real quick. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah, they're
crazy.
like we can ban anime cosplay because of this nuclear waste. Co-founder of Studio MAPPA, Masayo Maruyama stated that China could very well overtake Japan in the anime business in the future. Explaining his thoughts, he said, in Japan, people are no longer trained in animation. The only reason China hasn't quite caught up with Japan yet is because of a bunch of restrictions imposed on free expression here. If more freedom was unleashed, Japan would be overtaken in no time.
Sheesh. They just sending shots at each other. It's like a
They're
neon
like, just let me
truck.
at him. He literally let me at him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, that's it's
Like
it's yeah.
it's so wild, like to sit there and be like, look, you can't wear, your favorite, I guess, favorite anime stuff because it's considered. When you say
Because
nuclear waste,
yeah, it's because their nuclear waste is getting put into the sea. So because of that, they're gonna start outlawing anime. Essentially, that's what I got from that.
yeah, that
Also, I
makes
didn't know there was Chinese anime.
there is. It's kind of
I mean,
what I'm
usually
looking for.
China and Korea make bad animation, so I
The one I saw for like I saw one Chinese anime, and I don't even know if it's called anime because it's in China, but
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know.
I'll just
I
say
feel like
Chinese
they're
animation.
Japanese, right?
Just I just don't offend anybody, but Chinese animation, and literally, it looked clean, but like I don't know. I think the Japanese one's better from
But
what I've
the
seen so far.
but the subtext underneath was telling you to follow the red leader, right? Is that what they call him?
No, I didn't see
Winnie.
that. Nothing like that. I saw it was
We
just it
see
was
your
fighting.
flag comes out behind you, and
Oh,
you
no, that'd be
scramble to go
crazy.
put it back up because it's a Chinese flag.
Yeah, that'd be
I don't know.
wild.
You know, they banned Winnie the Pooh there, right? Because people said that he looked like the Emperor looked like Winnie the Pooh, and so he banned it.
What?
He didn't like being called Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh's
Yeah,
most
look it
calm
up.
person ever.
He does look like Winnie the Pooh. Like the other day, I was looking at a picture of him. Actually, I think it was in one of our group chats. And I was like, wow, this man really does look like Winnie the Pooh. But yeah,
I should have just
that's it.
looked up Chinese emperor because I got all kind of
Yeah,
like I should have did
he
that.
might not even be an emperor. He might just be a president. I don't know what they call him over there. I assumed it was emperor, but there's not really an empire, right?
I know they got. Let me see. I know they got president.
Is it? Yeah, it's.
It's
I
like the
thought it was like
president. It's like of the republic or something like that. Something of the
the
republic.
yes. You can look that up. I'm gonna move on to the
Is it
Onimusha.
this guy? Wait.
Yeah. Winnie the Pooh. Woohoo! He's looking for some honey. He's gonna get
I don't know
stuck.
what X translates to. His name is XI, and then Jinping.
Z?
Is that a Z or is that Chi? I don't know what that
I
is. I
thought
don't
it was
know.
Z, but I don't speak
I was about to say, look, if you
Chinese.
don't know, comment.
Onimusha, they dropped the Netflix trailer. It's based on it's an anime, but it's based on a video game, kind of like they did the Castlevania series. It looks great. Other than I don't like the 2D animation style. You liked it.
I loved it. I
Um,
love the animation style.
I'll give it a shot, but I don't know if I'll be able to stick with it. But
Yeah, I
it
loved
looks
it.
good. It's Onimusha is like he's like a demon slayer. So there are a
Okay.
bunch of dead zombie demons, and he has a sword and he kills them and shit. Uh, it's pretty good. It's pretty standard samurai Ronin kind of deal.
Yeah, I like that stuff, so I'm all in.
Yeah, the games are good too. Like I said on the trailer reactions is the only thing is they have the old horror kind of like controls. So like you run into a room, you're pressing one direction, and your guy runs in the other direction because it goes by screen rather than the way your direction is.
Yeah, I do agree with you on that. That the old school Resident
Hate
Evil,
it.
Dino Crisis, that kind of style of camera angle where you're like,
Parasite Eve didn't have it. Why did they have to have it? Parasite Eve didn't have to do it.
I don't know. I never played that game. I've only seen the trailer.
Parasite Eve is really good.
Is that the one when that girl was like singing opera and then all that little stuff was
Yeah.
coming out? Yeah,
It's crazy.
that shit fucked me up as a kid. That trailer, I just saw the trailer. I was like, oh shit.
It's definitely really good. I need to replay it.
I remember it took over. It went to a museum. It took over the dinosaur, like the dinosaur bones, and that shit turned to some shit. And then they had to turn to some rats, and it messed with it. That shit was crazy. I remember being a kid like, this is crazy. And I remember the guy on the helicopter.
It's good. I think it's a Square Enix game, and it's really good. Especially for a PS1 era game, it definitely takes some chances on the combat system as well as just overall controls and gameplay. It was definitely different from the time, and it does not get talked about enough.
Yeah. No, I was say that shit fucked me up as a kid. Yes, I respect it. I respect it for sure. That and Clock Tower were the two games that fucked me up as a kid.
Yeah, good games. Aquaman 2. The trailer finally dropped. The release date is, as of right now, December 20th. I wouldn't be shocked if it got pushed back some more. But we finally got this trailer. Amber Heard is in it for like like
Not
tenth of
even
a second.
she's in it for like a split second because they try
tenth of
their
a
best to
second.
not show her, but then they show a quick little clip of her like punching through the glass.
Yeah. She I'm sure she'll get cut. Her bunch of her stuff got cut. It looks good. I still have to watch the first one, which is awful.
First one's fire.
I think I started watching it. I never finished it.
First one's fire. I just don't remember it though. I just remember watching like this movie's fire, but I don't like so much time has passed since I watched it that I don't remember it like that. I have to rewatch it.
I don't understand is the Flash was supposed to be the last DCEU movie.
Was it?
I swear it was supposed to because
I thought they were still
after that they were saying like they were you're getting definitive editions of the Snyderverse and my assumption is they would somehow because Blue Beetle was supposed to be the start of I guess that's why it's because Blue Beetle was supposed to be the start of this new universe even though it was an old DCEU film that they retrofit, but
I heard Blue Beetle was so ass that they was just like, "Fuck it." That shit never happened.
If it was ass, they would have canceled it and taken the tax cut. But
I heard it didn't do good. I heard
it didn't do good, but that doesn't mean it's not a good movie. There's a difference
True.
there. That means people aren't spending money, and especially with superhero movies and superheroes, they don't know they're not taking chances anymore. Especially with DC.
True. No, I definitely get
but
that.
I heard the content was good, and I heard George Lopez was actually pretty good in it.
Yeah, fuck George Lopez.
I like George Lopez. Like
I love George Lopez. So there's some shit that came out about him.
I don't know. I just put on.
He's just been fucking up people's careers on purpose to get himself over.
Man,
yeah, it's kind of like
All of our heroes are awful, so it's okay. I'm over it. Brightburn 2. It's going to be using AI to create the movie. Report by Deadline, the H Collective is still planning on releasing Brightburn 2 sometime down the line, with the company also revealing that they have planned to launch H3 Entertainment, a company it says will look to integrate the metaverse, Web3, and AI into a slate of films. The company states the H3 Entertainment model will respect professionals and fans while promoting responsible technology integration. Bullshit. Bullshit.
It sounds like you're being lazy is what it sounds like.
Bullshit. Get rid of it. I don't want any AI in it at all. Like, AI should not be in anybody's writing whatsoever.
It's lazy. Do better. It's lazy.
It's literally like, what do they not want us to do? What are they striking for? Let's do the opposite. We're gonna use AI and then talk about it.
The wild thing about it is like y'all make so much money to where you can pay the writers. It's like y'all pay for dumb shit.
Yep. Instead
of just paying these people, just pay them what they're worth, dude. They're the reasons why this whole thing's going. Like we see what's going on. We saw what happened with fucking what's that Marvel show? Secret. What was I forget what this chick's called?
Secret Invasion.
Yeah, Secret Invasion. I keep wanting to say Secret Wars. I know it's not Secret Wars. Secret Invasion.
Secret Wars.
And we saw how that AI intro looked. Man, that shit looked terrible.
Looked awful. Yeah, they need to
keep trying to do this.
Pay people, but I don't even think it's about just paying people. It really is about using AI. You just don't do it. There you go. Just don't do it.
It's just it's lazy and it's cheap. In my opinion, it's just heartless. It's like, bro, like you have people that are trying to, so they have a job in this, they got the degree doing this stuff. It's like, bro, let them do what they got to do. Right. You're putting AI in there, and AI has been failing right now.
And it's all fluff. We've learned that it's mostly all just fluff. It uses a lot of nothing words.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 3 announces zombies mode. A synopsis of the storyline reads: An emergency contingency plan put into action by the CIA, Operation Deadbolt, was created in the aftermath of the outbreak events witnessed by Requiem operatives during the events of the Cold War. SSO Laswell is giving job of prepping the plan, placing SSO Salem Green on the ground as the de facto commander in the operation. When the team arrives at the exclusion zone, along with Soap and Ravenov, a few weeks have elapsed since the events shown in the first part of the trailer, which we didn't watch because it was a fucking 5-minute long trailer. As a member of the team, your operation joins the other multinational operators to counter the threat posed by the exclusion zone, all running under the basic tenets of Operation Deadbolt. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out. The latest entry of Zombie's storyline will launch the same day as Modern Warfare 3, which is November 10th, 2023. It's developed by Sledgehammer Games. The title's direct sequel to the 2022's Call of Duty Modern Warfare DOS.
That sounds like it low-key sounds like the Resident Evil, the movie, the first movie's plot.
It does sound like... No, you know what? Is it? Yeah, it does sound like the first movie's plot. The exclusion zone would have been the underground...
Yeah.
Would have been the underground the mansion.
Yeah, it sounds like the very first one, like the first one. I think that was really, really good. I think that was really.
I loved those.
Really good.
I loved the movies until I really played the games and as an adult. And it's like, fuck, I'm never gonna be able to watch these movies and enjoy them again.
Oh no, I think, in my opinion, I think the first movie was fire, even though it had nothing to do with the story.
Was good.
The second
one was my favorite.
Was cool. I think it was cool. They tried to do the stuff from the game, which I thought was cool. It had a little twist I didn't really like with the Nemesis, so I was like, I don't know about that. But then after that, it was ass.
Well, I think that it had some bright spots.
When it got to the sand, I didn't like it. When she got superpower to the point she can look at you.
Well, that's the thing is, I liked the superpowers, and then when she lost the superpowers, it's like, well, now she's boring. Like, now what am I like? I'm trying to watch an action movie. You're telling me she's not gonna give me that much action.
But she ended up getting them back though.
Also,
we didn't. Weird.
Also, knowing what I know now, there was absolutely no reason for them to create a character. Also, why can't we just get a Resident Evil like live action that is just not awful? And also, Welcome to Raccoon City wasn't that bad. It was just weird casting choices.
The TV show?
No. Welcome to Raccoon City.
Oh, okay.
That was the movie that came out. I didn't watch the TV show yet.
That's the animated one, right?
No. It's the one that has Beck from Victorious on it.
I've never seen that.
It's good. It just has weird casting choice because Leon Beck from Victorious is Leon, and he doesn't look like Leon in the slightest. He doesn't really act like Leon. But that being said, I still like the character. I like the actor. I like the character. It wasn't that bad. It just wasn't super true to the source material, but it did have a bunch of cool little nods and Easter eggs to the fans. So, like, there's a give and take there, man. Like, it's good. It's basically the kind of like the plot of the second game.
I was going to say, I'm trying to remember the last one I saw. Because I'll never forget I've seen the first three. I think Afterlife was the last one I saw.
I've watched them all. I absolutely hate the one they did for 3D. Oh my god, it was awful. But I do want to.
That's the last one I saw. Afterlife 3D. That's the one with Wesker. I think whichever one had Wesker, that's the last one I saw. And I said, I'm done with these movies.
I do want to go back and rewatch them eventually, knowing what I know now and the characters and see how they go. I do like that they have like.
You're not gonna like it.
I mean, they have Leon and they have Chris and they have like all these people are there.
Yeah, they put him in there. They just randomly
put him in there. But like, what? Why? Like, what was the point of Alice?
Yeah, I was gonna say it was weird. They created their own character, and like I
We're
said,
gonna,
it made her super powered to the point like she was ridiculously overpowered.
we're gonna have to do for some recaps. Some we're gonna have to do the first Resident. We're gonna have to do some Resident Evil movies. We're gonna have to work them in there because I think maybe we could do. I don't know, man. We still need to pick a Halloween one, so we'll keep you stay tuned on that one. Um, all right. So we're gonna move on to Cassandro. This is a movie that Bad Bunny is in. It's about a Mexican luchador. A flamboyant Mexican
Yeah, I was
luchador.
gonna
I
say I
believe he
think
is.
he's very flamboyant.
It was flamboyant. I believe he's about a homosexual luchador in Mexico, I guess it didn't have to be Mexico, but they spoke Spanish half the time.
I think this is gonna be.
I think it's gonna be good.
I think it's gonna be good, but I kind of see what the story is gonna be already.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get too over,
And they're gonna be like,
and then
oh,
he's gotta
okay. And then
humble.
they're gonna be like, oh, he's gay, whatever. And then they're gonna be like, oh, we don't like him now, and he's gonna have this fight between.
I don't know. I think they know
he's gonna hide it at first. Like I think like here's what I'm thinking. Like I said, never seen it. I'm just guessing. I'm thinking he's hiding it. He gets over, then it's kind of like he's hiding and I guess he's got a secret lover, or whatever. Then he gets outed. Everybody hates him. He gets his retribution in the end when he finally is like, hey, I know it doesn't matter what you guys think. I'm still gonna do my thing. The crowd still cheers for him. And but there's still stuff going on at home, and yeah, I kind of just see.
I'm here for it. I want to see it. I couldn't tell if Bad Bunny played his partner, his.
I think he might just be a friend.
But I couldn't tell. I couldn't. It was a
brother.
trailer, so things went too fast. I couldn't really focus in on anything.
He was in there for like half a second.
Yeah,
so we don't know.
That's why I couldn't tell. But I'm super excited to see it. It comes out on September 22nd, so by the time this episode's out, the movie will be out by like a day or two. So definitely go see that. It's on Amazon Prime. Mortal Kombat 1 for the Switch port. All right, so characters like Johnny Cage look completely different than their current generation counterparts. The comparisons highlight you see, like, when you look at comparisons, you see just completely different facial animations. They lack detail. There's no texture. It doesn't even I've seen games for the Switch
that look nice.
There's no reason why, especially on the OLED models, which are a little more powerful. What the hell, man?
It's what I don't know what it is about them, but they cannot make Mortal Kombat or not, a lot of fighting games, a lot of different games like that. They cannot do it for the Switch for some reason. I've noticed that
ports are awful for the Switch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and it's like I don't know, because the actual game looks great. Yeah. I still think. I mean, it might be a hot take. I think the last game's graphics look better than this one's. I mean, this game still has good graphics, but I think the last game's graphics has better graphics. But I don't know what they did. Why does it look so bad? Right. I get a support, but it's this looks terrible.
Omni-Man's model from the reveal trailer to J. Jonah Jameson from Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
So that's what it looks like. I mean, that's what people are comparing it to. Mortal Kombat 11 was released on the Nintendo Switch, which shipped with similar downgrades. However, Mortal Kombat 1 runs on a newer engine and brings improved visuals, leading to an even more prominent difference.
That looks terrible.
It shouldn't be $70.
I agree. If it looks like that, if it was you shouldn't charge them that. That's fucked up.
It should.
That's fucked up.
40.
That should 35. Be 20. That should be 20. What them graphics look terrible. And they said it's not just the graphics. They said the actual game is buggy. They said it's hard to play. It's ridiculous. And then like I said, you got the nasty ass graphics too on top of that. It looks like somebody created it on their PC at home.
Yeah, it looked awful. I was like, that can't be real. I thought maybe it was a joke, but no. Those are real screenshots, and I feel bad for anybody who paid for it.
It looks like when they first are creating something, and it's like in the first stage. It's not done yet, but it's still in the
Right.
first stage, like getting everything together. Like it looks terrible. Like
Speaking, but a fighting game that is giving us what we want. Tekken Ball is back in Tekken 8, baby.
Tekken Bowl.
Tekken Ball is a fan favorite mini game that made its debut in 1998's Tekken 3 before returning in 2012's Tekken Tag Tournament 2 for the Wii U. Now, over a decade later, Tekken Ball is back in Tekken 8. Bandai Namco said Tekken Ball is featured inside the new Tekken Fight Lounge, a lobby where players can interact with one another and access new features and modes. Alongside the reveal of Tekken Ball is news Bandai Namco will host the new closed beta test for Tekken 8. The CBT includes the Fight Lounge and lets players try out the Battle Arena and customization shop. Tekken Ball, unfortunately, is not part of the test.
Yeah, I haven't played that since Tekken 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, they're giving us what we want. I don't know what else to say. They're listening to the people. Because I think somebody brought up Tekken Ball on an episode recently.
I think it was Joe.
So I remember that being brought up. So it must be like over the moon. I haven't played a Tekken games probably since the PS1. So probably Tekken 3.
Oh, wow. You're missing out. Because Tekken 7, the latest one they dropped, that story mode is incredible.
Is it? I might have to go back and try it again.
Yeah, that story mode is incredible. And then you as you play the game, you unlock stuff like from the old games. But you can set up so you can have the old school music from the old games too. Like I had mine set up like that, so I got Tekken 2 and 3's music playing because that's the ones I played the most as a kid.
Nice. Major revelations from the FTC versus Xbox court documents were leaked. I'm going to go through some of them here. Elder Scrolls 6 is an Xbox console exclusive.
Okay.
Which is really cool. I'm fine with it because then I could probably remote play it from my ally. That being said, I might have to buy an Xbox. I have the PS5. I might have to eventually get an Xbox. It seems like that's what it's coming down to, man.
I like the PlayStation exclusives a little better though.
That's the thing is if Elder Scrolls, I think it's also going to be for PC, but if Elder Scrolls 6 is Xbox only, I gotta get an Xbox. Because it's going to be a beautiful game. All in all, it's going to be beautiful just to look at, just to run around and do just random shit in. Activision was briefed on a Switch successor late last year. So Nintendo went to Activision to try to work out the Switch 2, I guess. Microsoft is planning to release updated Xbox Series X and S models next year. So I'll probably wait for then to get one. Fallout 3 and the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion are getting remastered.
Okay.
Xbox is planning to release a next-gen Xbox console in 2028, which is kind of a bummer.
That's a long time from now.
It will come up quicker than you think. That's what, 5 years? No, that's only 5 years. That's not that far from now.
That's long. A long wait.
It's really not. 5 years is gonna go by. I'm telling you, 5 years can go quick, man. The last 5 years.
I mean, I agree that time goes by quick, but that's still a long time.
So if they're gonna release in 2028, we're gonna start hearing about it early, probably 2026, 2027. So no, you've only got a few more years before that shit, and I don't think it's been out long enough, and it won't be out by then. Phil Spencer really wants Microsoft to buy Nintendo.
Why?
He thinks that they could buy Nintendo. I don't see that as a viable option.
I don't either.
Red Dead Redemption 2 might get a next-gen update.
Okay.
And I'm cool with that.
I am too, because I want to go back and play that. I need to get that game.
I have it installed on my PS5, but I have it on disc. So anytime I want to play it, I have to pop the disc in. The problem is I'm not near my Xbox long enough. Oh, hey, look, Damone's here for the last 20 minutes of the episode. Welcome.
Stars arrived.
You literally missed actually the entire thing. We just finished up the major newscast. I got one more thing. Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways DLC trailer.
Oh
Which
yeah, that's
Damone
what
missed.
this was here for.
Yeah, so Resident Evil 4, we're gonna get a DLC of Ada Wong, which is great because I mean any reason to go back to that game, I have to finish it, so that's a good reason to go back. But after that, it'd be an even better reason to go back.
That is your favorite one too.
Ada Wong, yeah, Ada Wong is great. I mean, you know they have her in the other games too. You could play as her.
Did you ever play the Resident Evil Outbreak games?
No.
I
No,
feel like
I can though.
I feel like you would like that.
Are those the turn-based ones? There's some weird.
But it's a little different though. It's like on this one, it's you and two other people, but for some reason it's single player. That's the weird thing. So it's you and two other people, and they all have like because I think you can have like 9 people to select from, but you have to pick 3 for your team, and you have to just go through, play like Resident Evil, but there's like they all have different things about them. They all have some different specialties. Like one guy, he's like a healer. One guy, he can pretty much take weapons and like I guess like make different things out of it. It's cool though how they do it. The one black guy, which is awful. The one black guy in there, he just has a coin. Everybody got all these different things. He got a coin that makes him lucky. Flips it. He's like heads, yes. And I'm like, this is it.
Damn it! Every time we can't have nothing.
My fault is 2 black guys. The other one's just an old ass cop. Like the one like kind of like how Ving Rhames was on Dawn of the Dead. That's pretty much how he is. He's just super strong, but it just kind of gets me salty. The other black guy, he just has a coin. I'm like, everybody got all this different shit. You got a coin.
Everybody else got superpowers. He's got a coin.
Yeah, he's got a coin. I was playing the game. I was like, oh, I wonder what he does. He's just a coin. He flipped it, and I was like, thanks.
Tails.
Damone, what have you been geeking out over this week?
What I've been geeking out about? Kind of honestly, the usual wrestling. I keep telling myself I'm gonna get into Invincible. No, that's not it.
You need to watch
it. Invincible. It's
Invincible. Yeah, I keep. Yeah, it's 1,000%. I need to watch it.
I haven't watched it yet either.
I did.
Y'all need to watch that.
I did download UFC 5 the demo, which I'm gonna hop on here once this is over.
Lucky bastard.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for UFC 5. Also, I had a long conversation yesterday about Baldur's Gate and D&D with another dad at the park. So that was fun. Yeah.
Look at Damone out there making dad friends. I couldn't do it.
Well, it's a friend of my kids. It's a dad of one of my kids, or all 3. Their friend's dad, so kind of forced to.
I bet he didn't tell him to listen to the podcast. All you had to do was plug the show.
I did actually talk about having a podcast.
He was like, "Of course, everybody has a fucking podcast these days."
Probably.
You gotta tell him to buy some merch. That's what I tell everybody. Get some merch.
It's like soon I'm gonna have to quit podcasting to be in the other side. So like, too many people are making podcasts.
You know who I blame? Obama. He didn't stop COVID, and when COVID happened, everybody got a podcast.
That is true. I didn't start mine too.
We had a podcast before COVID.
I know.
We had I think
we started
Donald
in
Trump
like
was still president when we started.
We started in like 2018, 2019.
Yeah, 2018.
No, y'all started in 2018 because I started in 2019. Y'all started a year before I did.
We passed our 5-year and not even know.
Our 5-year is probably next month.
Yeah, that makes sense. We should probably do something for that.
Yeah, we are not going to. You and I both know this. We already can't. We canceled one of our shows. What do you mean? That's actually not canceled, right? Joe's taking it over.
It's restructured.
Restructured. Damone, tell me what you think about Brightburn 2 using AI.
What are they using AI for?
The movie, the whole thing,
Everything. They're doing the script.
everything.
Everything
They're gonna
about it is
use-
It's
AI.
going to be the same scenes 44 times over and over
A
again.
bunch of fluff.
Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of fluff. I'm not watching that. That sounds awful.
Here's something you like. Well, first of all, Elder Scrolls 6, that's going to be an Xbox exclusive. We were just talking about that.
Boo.
And so I'm going to eventually have to get an Xbox, and it is what it is.
I just want to play Oblivion.
But the Elder Scrolls 3 or Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, it's getting a remaster.
Is it going to be Xbox exclusive too?
Probably, but we'll have to wait and find out.
They're going to force me to get an Xbox, aren't they?
Yep. Same.
I'm
I
not.
don't want to. I just want my PS5.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to have both, I guess, right? So we're gonna go on to the list. I brought up another list this week. Kenny, I can hear myself now echoing in yours. We're gonna go ahead and get the list started. Yeah. Oh yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get the list started. Which I'm sure I repeated that a bunch of times because peek behind the Iron Curtain. That's not it. Peek behind the regular curtain. I was listening to something about the Iron Curtain.
I was like,
earlier.
what? You started speaking
So I was
listening.
I was listening to a podcast about the Rubik's Cube. Was it in the Bruiser? They talked about the Rubik's Cube. The Rubik's Cube was made by a country in Europe that was communism controlled, so it was the Iron Curtain because that's back when Russia and
Oh no, you didn't. I'm saying you didn't say Iron Curtain at first. You said Ryan, we are hurting, something like that.
No, I said Iron Curtain. I said peek behind the Iron Curtain.
Oh, okay.
But then realized it wasn't an Iron Curtain. It's just a regular curtain.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's just a regular curtain. We're not peeking behind Soviet Russia. There was a pause edit that isn't cleaned up, and it's just so anybody listening is like, what the fuck was that? That's what it was.
in Russia, curtain drive you.
All right, so we're gonna go. Got a list from Ranker, so you know it's awful. That's the best list. It's the awful list. I got the top 10 according to Ranker best quote unquote nerds in TV history. You guys ready for this?
Yes.
So the way the list works is I'm gonna go down the list. We're gonna talk about the people on the list. We're gonna see if we agree with the list and if there's any changes. All right. So number 10, Topanga Lawrence from Boy Meets World.
Okay, she should be on the list.
Okay. Do you consider her a nerd or just smart? Are we just considering nerds smart now? Like, is that just how that works?
I feel like TV, that's usually the trope. They're smart.
Is she nerdy? She's not really
Wait,
nerdy.
wait, because I'm confused now. Okay,
All right.
so because with me, we always, at least like growing up, there was a little difference between nerds and geeks. Like
Yeah,
it's a
it's the same
it's a slight difference. It was like nerds, like they were like, okay, they were they're book smart. They were like super smart. But the geeks was always like, oh, I'm into this and this. That's how it was for us.
That was the opposite for me. So that was the opposite. If you ask anybody that I went to school with, it was nerds were the one in the pop culture, geeks were the one into the math and science and shit.
Yeah.
Now it's all the same thing. Let's be honest. We just kind of proved it. It's all the same thing.
Okay, so that's what we're going by. We're going by
We're
the.
just, yeah, we're gonna like
So yeah, I would say Topanga.
I don't remember Topanga like that. Like I remember how she looked.
Topanga
very
was smart, but that's the thing. Was she really smart?
She was smart compared to everyone else on the show.
I mean, she got valedictorian and she beat Minkus, and I get that, but
I mean, I feel like if you beat.
if you beat
Victorian, I feel like you somebody. I feel
Minkus,
like,
and that's the
Minkus
thing.
is like they're portrayed as geniuses.
I think Minkus would be better number 10 than Topanga. He was smart and he was
But
nerdy.
if she's smarter than him, then we got to put her above him.
But no, she only got the other A because she threatened Mr. Feeney.
Wait, what?
She threatened Mr. Feeney to give her the last A, to give her
Oh,
enough
so she
A's to
pulled
be
some mafia
valedictorian.
shit.
Were they like tied?
What?
Were they tied?
Yeah, they were tied. Like they both needed like, and then she got it for something at the end of the thing. I can't think of the specifics. Number 9, Dexter from Dexter's Lab.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he should be up more. I'll be honest with you.
I have to hear the rest of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
list.
I'm going to go down the rest of the list. Number 8, Carlton from Fresh Prince.
See, that's what I mean. Like, Carlton wasn't super smart, in my opinion. Like, I think he was smart, but he wasn't like a genius.
He wasn't. That's the thing is, Carlton to me wasn't a smart nerd. He was just a nerdy nerd. Like, you know, like
he was. He was a nerd. He was just pretty much. I think he was just unaware of stuff going on in the black community. That's all it was because he was so rich.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I would say he was more preppy than.
He wasn't a nerd.
He was preppy.
So I don't think he should belong on this. I don't think he should be on this list.
Yeah, I agree.
Number 7, Penelope Garcia from Criminal Minds.
Is she the?
Yes.
I'd have the.
Is she the hot one? Yes. Trick question. They're all the hot one.
She's the one with the black hair and the
yes.
pigtails, right?
Yes, there's pink in her hair, I think.
Penelope.
There's another. What? So there's another on this list. There is one more Criminal Minds, and then there's somebody from NCIS.
Oh, she's the blonde from Criminal Minds. Yeah, I would say she would be on the list.
Okay.
I think I might be thinking of NCIS.
Maybe because there's one on here, but I think she had black hair. One of them had black hair. Number 6 is Urkel.
Yes.
Urkel, I think regardless, knowing he's number 6, he should be up on the list.
He should probably be number 1.
Wait, number 1 is awful. Just a heads up. Number 5 is Leonard Hofstadter from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
I assume I don't watch Big Bang Theory. I don't like that show. But
Number 4 is Abby from NCIS.
That's who I was thinking of.
Okay. Number 3 is Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
Number 2 is Amy Farrah Fowler from Big Bang Theory.
I'm surprised they have her over Sheldon.
Right?
Like higher than Sheldon.
I don't think.
I feel like they should have just grouped them together.
Definitely
you just named 3 different people from that same show, so it's like, damn.
No, I agree.
I feel like they should have just been like the cast of.
I feel like they should have chose one from each show. Like, okay, this is the smartest one from that show,
right?
And go on to the next show.
Like, Spencer Reed from Criminal Minds. I've never watched Criminal Minds, guys.
Is that number 1?
Yeah, it's number 1.
I know who I've seen Criminal Minds. Like, I haven't watched all of them. If I'm thinking of who it is, I get what they're going with, but I don't really consider him he's just smart.
And these are all from TV shows, right? Or sitcoms.
Yeah, it is who I'm thinking
of.
Of. He's just smart.
It just said TV shows. No, yeah, sitcoms, because NCIS and Criminal Minds are definitely not sitcoms.
Because I'm looking at this list right here, and it's like, I don't know, they're definitely missing some people. So if they're going TV shows, you're missing House, you're missing Sherlock.
It was out of so the list was like 50, top 50, but I grabbed the top 10 because obviously that's what matters. But you're right. There are definitely people that belong higher on that list that aren't. To be fair, again, I got it from Ranker, but
true.
I'm gonna get random shitty lists like that. That's the.
Oh no, that's fine. No, that's fine. We do have a bad guy too, so I understand. But I'm just saying, like whoever made this list is like, bruh, you have 3 different people from Breaker.
Oh, Velma.
And you can go change it. It's Ranker, so you can go press the button
up and down real quick.
Oh, Spock is a good one. They left off.
Spock is a great one. Spock is a great one. Shoot, you got Giles from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
For sure.
You got they really had Carlson in the top 10. Like he really had Carlson like that.
So that means that's the thing is that means people voted for it.
Willow.
People voted Carlton up.
Lisa Simpson's a better one than Carlton.
I agree. Yeah. I 1000% agree.
Like Carlton was smart. Like don't get me wrong, Carlton's character was smart, but he wasn't a genius.
Urkel should have been 1.
Yeah, Earl should definitely been up there.
Screech should have been on there too.
Oh yeah,
That's a good
Screech
one.
not
That's a
being
good
on
one.
is a travesty.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Screech isn't even in the top 25.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a wild one. They
Yeah,
didn't do
Screech
that.
should be number 2, really.
What about fuck, what's that show? Damn, I just had it. I lost it just that quick.
Screech is number 33.
Fringe.
Oh yeah, you could have Walter Bishop on there. You could even have the son too, Charlie from Mighty Ducks.
True.
Millhouse is a good one.
Like y'all, every time y'all bring up Mighty Ducks, I get mad
I
because
love
now that I
Mighty
rewatched it, I don't like that movie. Pisses me off.
I love
man.
it. No, I love it even every time I watch it. Mighty
He was
Ducks.
really the star of the team because he was fucking his mom. He was
Mighty Ducks.
He
2
brought
Hey,
is-
the
you gotta
team.
do it for the cheeks, man.
Mighty
He did
Ducks.
nothing
2,
for the team.
Mighty Ducks 2 is better than Mighty Ducks 1.
I agree. It is.
And
but
I like Mighty Ducks 3.
I
I
don't.
Which
didn't like
is
it as a kid,
weird.
but I like it more as an adult.
Because
I-
I won't watch Game Changers now that they took Emilio off, and I have no problem with Emilio not being in the third Mighty Ducks.
But he is in the third.
No, he's in the third one.
Yeah, for the
appearance.
beginning, and then like a
Midway,
cameo
he
at the end.
saves
Yeah,
them.
the,
He throws
yeah,
up in the-
cameo in the
the
middle
courtroom.
to take Charlie to go watch the dude skate with his disabled daughter.
Well, that and he saves them in the court. Like
Yeah, but he's in the
gets them
courtroom.
out of-
That's the only thing I remember from that
Oh,
movie.
right.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
them to keep their scholarships.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
movie- oh, that
And he's in
movie
the
was-
beginning when he tells him that he's leaving.
I can make a whole podcast and talk about how
We don't care about the logic.
But
I
then he
don't
left.
care. I
He
don't care.
left.
I'm not
Hold on,
watching
but-
it for logic.
That
Then
shit is
he left. He brought the Mighty Ducks up. Mighty Ducks Game Changer season 1 was great. It would have been so much better if he would have just not had an argument with Disney, because I would have loved him to be in the second one. Like, I don't care about Lorelai coaching a hockey.
Mighty Ducks and the Dark Knight series are the two things. I just be like, go back and watch it. Like, as good as they are, I'm like, bro, there's so many things that makes no fucking
I'm
sense.
glad you
Yeah.
say that about Dark Knight. I'm glad to have an ally on that. But
No, I still Dark Knight series. Don't get me wrong. That's my favorite ones out of all of them.
they're
But
the worst.
there's
They're not the worst.
there's a lot of things in there that makes no sense in there. That makes literally no sense.
The Mighty
Well,
Ducks I'm
it's-
not watching for logic.
Oh no, I'm
watching
watching
it
for
because-
nostalgia.
It's for nostalgia, and I
I
like
tried.
it.
Yeah, and I like the
Tried,
characters.
but then
It doesn't
I'm
make
sitting
any
like,
sense.
what? I'm just sitting like, what?
But I don't understand. No, it's all solid. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was about to
It's
say,
solid
you-
logic. Quack,
I was
quack,
gonna
quack,
say-
Mr. Ducksworth.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Mr.
you-
Ducksworth.
we're going straight up nostalgia because there's a lot of shit that makes absolutely no sense.
I still sometimes will say like I'm Captain Blood. I still quote that.
The Bash
It don't have to
Brothers.
make sense.
No.
It don't
Bash
have to make
Brothers
sense.
is the best.
Just
Because it just makes no sense. Why is he fucking coaching the fucking USA team?
Why not?
He
No, what do you
won-
mean? Whoa, wait. What don't you understand? What are you trying?
He-
What do you
he
mean?
won the
Why is he
original-
doing? He's
Because-
coaching it
original.
because he is a hot star. They brought him on and they were like, "Look, coach, we trust you. We've seen your team. We know that you can coach. We trust you."
That team was ass. They lost every
That
game.
team was not ass.
They
They won.
They were, and then
They
he
lost
made them
every
not
game.
ass.
It just
Yeah,
because
he
they
made them not ass. That is a great coach.
They were still ass.
They were ass. Hold on. They were ass. They
They-
were so ass when he met them, and then he got them into a fucking a high school, a private high school.
That was after. That,
But off their fucking scholarship, off their skill that they didn't have.
But he-
so
but-
his thing, they were so ass. Look, they were so ass, right? Because literally they lost every game. They were called the fucking District 9. They lost every
Yeah.
fucking game.
Because
And
they
then
got in on a technicality.
We're not District 9 anymore. I don't know what
Ducks.
yeah, he's like, we're the Ducks now. That doesn't change your record. You're still 0-45.
they didn't say change their record.
No, it
they
doesn't.
didn't-
The way
that's the thing.
they got
They didn't.
in because they got okay. I've looked it up.
Because that one
They
team,
got
because that
in
one
because
team,
one
didn't-
team, all but one team made the playoffs. The one team had
One
the
team
mean-
dropped
or two
out.
teams. Two teams didn't make it.
Right.
One team had got like the measles, so they were all out.
Right.
And then the other team,
Technicality.
the other team,
Now they're
they
the
just had to win.
championship.
They just had to win one game to make the playoffs.
Championship.
And they made the playoffs, and then they
won.
ran their way through the playoffs and
Right.
won.
They were,
Because
okay,
they were
but
diamonds
You
in
know
the
what?
rough.
They're the New York Giants
Quack.
who
Quack.
beat
Quack.
the new undefeated New England Patriots. We've
But
seen
why
this
would
in
you
real
have
life.
it? Why would you say, you know what, that guy that's lost every game, we should make them
He
Team
won a
coach.
championship from it.
and not the guy who's been winning since the 70s. Not the guy.
No, that guy was old, and he didn't understand the way districts were drawn. And Coach
He said it's
Bombay,
not worth winning if you can't win big. That man was a winner. He was the GOAT. He went to the 70s. Look,
And you know who won big? The Ducks.
said,
Quack.
one
Quack.
time.
Quack.
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 Think
Quack.
about it.
Quack.
Bombay
Quack.
fucked him
Quack.
up
Quack.
twice.
Quack. Quack. Quack.
Bombay
Quack.
fucked him up twice.
birds of a feather fly together.
He said, I wish they would take that one down. Remember that when they got second place? He said, I wish they would take that one down.
Yes,
Bruh, he fucked them up twice.
he really did.
As a player and a coach, fucking with Bombay. He
And he
fucked his whole career
disappeared.
up.
We never saw them again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what happened to them? Them winning since the 70s.
Oh, the black. That's the thing. That's how. Like, all right. So, like, game changers, right? They kind of explain that you get like a big team, like they become like the big team. It basically got taken over by the Ducks dynasty.
The fact that they've been winning for 30 years. They've been winning since the 70s.
And now they weren't. And then if you watch Game Changers, if you watch Game Changers, the Ducks have been winning for 30 years.
Bro. No, but I'm talking about then that day. 30 years they've been winning since the 70s. You saw them with black flags the whole time.
And
And then he said I won
and
at
they
a second
suck
place.
now.
He said, I wish they would take that one down. And then y'all fuck around and beat me one time because on a technicality, on some woozy shit. And you take my best player. You took my best player.
No, that wasn't their
Your
best player.
He was outside the district.
That was not. It was not their best player. They had a team full of good players. That he was a duck.
He was their best.
Banks was a duck.
No, he was definitely the best player. He took him to the side. He said, listen, I need you to hurry up and do what you got to do. He talked to him. He had little pep talks with him. He knew what he was to him. And they lost him.
He was him. There's a reason they took him out. They
But
tried
he
to
was
kill
injury
him.
prone, though.
And the second one, they fucked up his wrist.
Yeah,
There's
got
a reason.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
But-
a reason
and then-
in both of them. In the first one, they literally put him in a coma, and then
Yeah,
the
he
second
got
one, they
injured
fucked
all
up
of
his wrist.
them. He got injured all of them.
And that's the thing. He wasn't even the main character. And we're still supposed to
was
believe Charlie's the main dude.
No, Charlie is the
Charlie's
main
only main
character.
dude because his mom was getting fucked by coach.
In the
That's
first
what
one,
he-
Yes, but
And
he's
then in
not
Game
the best
Changer-
player.
in
He's-
Game Changers, he was trying to fuck Lorelai. So I mean,
See, I mean, I
coach
hope
never-
I hope doing something because all we do is moms get cracked, from what I know. For the original,
I wonder
Yeah,
who
fuck-
they have.
fuck Charlie.
as- I don't know, but
fuck
all
Charlie,
right,
for the chocolate factory. Fuck all of them.
Charlie Conway. I need to get a Mighty Duck jersey.
I wanna
need
get
to
a
just-
I
need
got
to get
a
it.
Goldberg. I got a Goldberg jersey.
I'm
Goldberg.
gonna get a Conway jersey because I like.
Yeah,
him. I want to get.
I want a white jersey. I got a green Goldberg jersey. I want a white one.
I want to get a
wanna
green one. I don't want
to
a white
get
one.
one of the Bash brothers.
Oh, Team USA.
Yeah. They got them for cheap
You
now. I
would
remember they
think
used to,
would be
like when
fire.
I was getting them, they were like $75.
Oh, you
Now,
can get them
now
on
they're like
DHgate
ever since
for
quarantine, they're like
$20-$25.
15.
Yeah, you can get them on
I'm
DHgate.
gonna get Team USA Bash brothers.
Yeah, Team
Yeah, they're
USA,
cheap.
Bash
Yeah,
and
they're cheap.
Brothers. Yeah, because I don't remember what the team was they were in the third one, but then they became the Ducks.
Sorry, I had to get my rant off about Mighty Ducks. Like I got more to say about it, but I don't want to take this whole thing over about Mighty Ducks. But I can't.
We were running short on time, so that's fine. It worked out well. I love the Mighty Ducks.
I love the Mighty Ducks too, but the shit makes no sense.
It makes perfect sense.
No,
It makes perfect sense.
no.
It is a
30
classic underdog story.
Oh, they were the Warriors, the Eden Hall Warriors.
Yes, Eden Hall Warriors. And I
What
think
do
it
you
was, and I think it was in it. What was
In
the
the
best
third
guy?
one.
Wasn't a Native American?
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
Native American.
Yeah, they'd have to change that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah, I remember them getting their name changed, and they're like, "We're not Warriors, we're Ducks." It's like, bro, who are you? This is my
They were
team. You're
Ducks.
on my team. Fuck out of here.
To be fair, they were Ducks. They should be. They should have
You can't-
dropped the Warriors. They should have been Ducks because Warriors is racially insensitive.
Well, Warriors
can't go to our school.
Warriors is fine.
Somebody
It's
else.
the
Warriors
symbol
name is
they used was
They
the
still should have
issue.
been the Ducks because you know what? The Ducks should have came in there and be like, no, this is my team.
And they did it when they
Quack,
were
quack, quack, Mr. Ducksworth.
To be fair, the Ducks were kind of being dicks about
Yeah, they were.
it.
No, they were 1,000%
they were
being dicks.
jerks.
But
they were jerks.
nobody in that scenario is being good.
No, they were all
And
being
Not one
assholes.
person in the scenario is being a good guy.
And how can you go and just start recruiting hood niggas in the second one? Like they didn't qualify for that. They just picked them up.
But they got Keenan. They got Keenan. Hell yeah, they just picked him up, and then he just. I'm pretty sure his parents signed the permission.
He got the knuckle puck.
Do that.
He can't. The coach should sign whoever they want. All right.
Yeah.
The coach has ultimate decision. There were no cutoffs. They didn't meet the cutoff in the signing yet. Don't even. And all they had to do was lie. Do you think that they pay attention to everybody on that team? They could just say somebody else.
I'm like, sir, who is this kid?
It's Team USA. He was embracing the hood. You know
He was
what?
out here doing
Coach
street ball
Bombay is
moves.
He went
for the
all. They went
children.
all the way to Anaheim.
He went to
Where were they? Where were they originally at?
Were they in Minnesota?
They weren't. They were in Minnesota, and they
Yeah,
went to
yeah,
California,
yeah.
right?
No, I could have. No. I think they were in Minneapolis. I think they were in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
they go to
were
I swear they went like.
Minnesota.
I know the real teams in Anaheim. I don't know about. I think this team.
Where?
Yeah, I think they were based in Minnesota. But also that also explains why he would be a coach for Team USA, because Minnesota, like that area, is huge in hockey. Like they always win. Like they're always like in the Frozen Four for college hockey. So if you can take a regional team from that area and win the local championship, that makes sense. You would become Team USA coach. Also, we don't know the backstory on if the coach of the Hawks had previously coached the Team USA. Maybe he coached them years and years before.
He didn't.
He just decided he wanted. He didn't want to do it. Or by winning the championship, that
they did. They went to LA.
Right.
They went to LA, picked up a new dude, and he just moved back to Minneapolis with him. Because then they stayed together. He was like, "Hey, I want to take your son back to Minneapolis to play pee-wee hockey."
That is true.
So, but he got him a scholarship.
True.
And he went to a private school.
True.
How did
he bettered Keenan's life?
Right?
How did he get a tryout? Like I'm talking about, like now I'm talking about Bombay. Now, how did he get a tryout for an actual team?
He had connections.
He played in Pee Wee.
He had connections.
No, Bombay was a player. Bombay was a player past Pee Wee.
No, he didn't. He quit.
No, he stopped.
No, but he got to the minors and then he stopped and then he went back to the minors.
I don't remember that.
I remember he quit hockey entirely after
he became a lawyer.
Then became a lawyer.
But that's what I thought. No,
that's what I'm saying. Why would he get a tryout? You played in Pee Wee.
He got a tryout.
They said, yeah, he was cold.
Yeah, but he was good. He had the triple deke.
And he was friends with the guy from the Stars.
He probably
was
played
with the guy from the Dallas Stars. So he had connections. So they were able to get him a tryout.
He went to a combine.
That was Pee Wee. Listen, I was a great lineman as a Pee Wee. If I go as a lineman
with Ray Lewis, you might have gotten a chance to play in the NFL.
If I go as a lineman right now, I would get destroyed.
Yeah, because you're out of shape. He worked his ass off to get back in shape. Why do you gotta hate on Coach Bombay?
Because this shit makes no sense. I got bored.
It makes perfect sense. Because all of your holes have been plugged. What do you?
No,
you've been double stuffed.
Organic loving. Whoa!
You have been double stuffed, airtight.
No, because I refuse to believe that. No, there's so much bullshit that goes on with these movies.
If you were friends with like Lamar Jackson, he could probably get you a practice in the NFL. He could get you a tryout. That's what happened. Not even the NFL. He could get you a tryout in the XFL or the USFL.
If I'm doing good in the pickup game, hopefully I'll get picked up by Team USA.
Exactly. They weren't winning pickup games. You got to win in Pee Wee games.
No, I'm talking. They had a pickup
No,
game.
at
They
this
put them in the
point-
hood, and they were throwing them niggas around, taking their jerseys over and throwing them to the ground.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're
that's how
teaching
we
them to
play in
fight.
the hood, and he did it in the game.
Yeah, that's how you. That's you taught him right.
They
He
need to
kept losing
replace
fights
the other.
before that because he wasn't a player. He wasn't a player before that. He was a skater. He was
They
a
learned
figure
aggression from
skater.
hood niggas. When you think about that, they learned aggression from hood niggas.
They needed to replace the other
The
black
knuckle
kid.
puck was you can't not deny the knuckle puck, man.
Bro,
I'll be
you know
honest,
how long
that
movie
shot.
takes?
After seeing that movie, that's all I ever want to do is knuckle puck.
I
That's
always
it.
wanted to do
That's
the
all I
flying
ever want
V.
to do.
I
I
wanted to do
can't
the
tell
flying
you.
V.
I cannot tell you how many times, how
Why
many
Google it all,
like
by the
dense,
way.
how
The
many
flying V
dense.
would not work. It doesn't work.
It's illegal. First off, like the move's illegal, and then you gotta think about the knuckle puck and whatever move. I think Fulton was his name. The one of the Bash Brothers that took forever to line his shit up too. It takes so long that it's like
Yeah, that's why you gotta have great defense. The fuck do you mean?
that's why Fulton always got stolen from every time.
That's the thing. All right, so the knuckle puck, right?
1 for 5.
I'm gonna take you back. I'm gonna take you back to 1997, guys. We're gonna. So
Yeah, take it
back when I lived in Texas, and
when what you call it? When he was 30 years strong.
It was 97, so I was 8 years old. And so not Ninja Turtles, but the Mighty Ducks TV show, the cartoon.
Yeah, I
was
remember
out.
that.
So you got the puck. Remember the pucks that you got it from Burger King, I think it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had all of them. I had a bunch of them.
You notice they have a Charlie one. Fuck him.
And I also I don't know where I got where I got a I don't know what you said. I'm just gonna keep moving on. Where I got a hockey stick from, but I had a hockey stick, and I was also super into Mighty Ducks. So
Me too.
I would take that and I'd shoot it from the inside. I was inside into the garage door and just put dents in it.
Almost you just fucking up that garage door.
I don't know how I didn't get my ass beat.
They thought you were gonna be the next Wayne Gretzky.
No, they didn't. How I did not get my ass beat? Maybe I did and I blocked it out.
Probably.
Because there's no way. They knew, they had to have known, right? Because you heard like.
Why
That's
are there
a loud
a million
noise.
dents in my garage door?
Oh,
But
sorry,
that
Grandma.
movie is a classic.
It's a classic. No, it's a classic for sure.
It's
But there's a
classic.
lot of bullshit there. I just be like, bruh, like, why? is it-
He had connections. He used
you-
them to get his tryout.
When you name this
That's crazy.
episode, all right. So all the TikTok clips I want you to take from the Quack from the Mighty Ducks talk. Also, we're naming it Quack Quack, Mr. Ducksworth. Quack Quack Quack, Mr. Ducksworth. That is gonna be the episode for today. We're about an hour. So perfect timing. We're gonna do plugs. Damone, you got plugs?
Yeah, follow me on the TikTok and the Twitter and the Threads. I'm not calling it X. Fuck that. Fuck Elon Musk. Also, I'm not fucking paying for that app ever.
I like when people say Twitter. They say X, formerly known as Twitter, which is longer than saying Twitter and longer than saying X. But now every time they say X, they gotta say formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
X
just
sounds
gonna call
crazy
it
by
Twitter.
itself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it Twitter. You can follow me at dumbmoney213, DAMONEYT13.
Bad guy.
If you if you want to check me out on different social medias, I guess Bad Guy Spoken on all social medias. If you want to catch my podcast, it's the Bad Guy Spoken podcast on YouTube's under Bad Guy Spoken as well, and you can catch Unbiased on the same channel. Go to playlist, you'll see it in there, and Hood Movie Review also in there too. Review your favorite Hood movies, so definitely go check that out as well.
You can find me on Twitter, hi-fi_Mike. Yeah, I don't really tweet, so I mean you can find me there, but you're gonna be disappointed. You can find all the shows on 213 Media Network on our website at t13media.com. Rate, review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Rate Golden Rules 5 or fuck off, and that is Geek in the Sheets. Geek off.
Fuck the Ducks.
Fuck you. We're not ending on that.
Bye.
Geek off.